Hello, everyone. This is Eleanor Rigby. I'm holding a faded bank passbook today. The ink has nearly vanished, but the weight of the years it represents is still heavy in my hands. I'm 94 years old, and looking at these numbers reminds me how quickly a century slips away. If I hadn't lived through what I'm about to tell you, how a heart can break even when your intentions are pure, I would have left this world without understanding a painful truth about love and family. I don't want you to make the same mistake. Before I tell you this story, please subscribe. I want to pass this wisdom down before I'm gone, so you don't have to learn the hard way. In 1952, when my late husband Arthur and I married, we had $42 and a broken toaster. Arthur worked at the mill, and I spent my nights sewing. Every Friday, Arthur would slide a $5 bill into a metal tin behind the flour. "That's for our future, Eleanor." He say, his hands stained with grease. We didn't buy what we couldn't afford. We saved through the lean 60s and the inflation of the 70s. Every penny was a brick for the house our son, Thomas White, would one day live in. Arthur passed away 12 years ago, leaving me with a house that felt too big and a bank account with $250,000. It was our life's blood, every skipped movie and repaired pair of shoes we ever had. 3 years ago, Thomas came to me. He was struggling with bad investments and debt. He sat right where you're sitting, head in his hands. I thought of Arthur and that metal tin. I thought, what is this money for if not to save my son? So I wrote a check for the full $250,000. I told him, your father would want you to be safe. Let me tell you the truth. At first, I felt proud. I thought I was buying his security, but I was actually changing our relationship forever. The calls started getting shorter, then they became weekly. Then they stopped unless I called first. Gratitude turned into guilt, and guilt is a heavy thing for a son to carry. It turned me into a creditor and him into a debtor. Young people today might not understand, but back then, we believed family was a net that never broke. But I learned that when you give away your independence, you give away your voice. One day I needed a small roof repair. When I asked Thomas for help finding a contractor, he snapped, "Mom, I'm busy keeping things afloat. I can't deal with your roof." I sat in my kitchen and cried, not for the roof, but because I had become a burden to the person I gave everything to. By giving him that money, I robbed him of the need to fix his own mistakes and robbed myself of my dignity. Experience has taught me that love and money are different languages. Love isn't a feeling, it's a decision you make every morning. Arthur and I loved each other by building something together. When I gave the money away, I took away the goal. Your children need you to be their mother, not their banker. When you give away your livelihood, you tell them your life is over. In all my 94 years, I've seen the world change. But the human heart hasn't. We crave respect more than charity. If I could go back, I would have told Thomas, I love you and I will help you find a path, but this money is my history with your father. I must keep it, so I am never a weight around your neck. Loyalty to family doesn't mean emptying yourself until there's nothing left. A pillar that is crumbled on the ground cannot hold up a roof. My son and I speak again, but the ease is gone. There is always the ghost of that money sitting at the table between us. Cherish your savings for the freedom they give you to just be a parent or a friend. Don't let your legacy be a checkbook. Let it be your strength. Thanks for listening to An Old Soul. Subscribe, share this with someone you love, and cherish them while they are here. Would you like me to tell you more about how Arthur and I survived those first years on just $42?